Hey guys, my name is Lewis Firstfield, I'm a personal trainer and this is my top 5 tips for starting a ketogenic diet. Okay, let's dive into tip number 1. Tip number 1 is to track your macros. Now macros or macronutrients is fat, protein and carbohydrates. On a ketogenic diet you want to be getting 70 to 75% of your calories coming from fat, 20 to 25% coming from protein and only 5% coming from carbohydrates. Now the best way to do that is to use an app on your phone such as MyFitnessPal. This way you're going to know exactly what you're eating and it's going to take any of the guesswork out of it for you. Tip number 2 leads quite nicely from tip number 1 is to invest in some food scales. Studies have shown that most people massively underestimate the amount of food they're eating. Investing in some scales, you're going to know exactly what you're eating. You can use this in conjunction with your FitnessPal to know exactly how many calories and the macros that you're eating throughout the day. Tip number 3 is to prepare for the keto flu. Now the keto flu usually kicks in during the first week of a ketogenic diet. This is when your body loses a lot of water, and with losing that water you lose a lot of electrolytes and minerals such as sodium, potassium and magnesium. Now the best way to replenish these minerals is to use pink Himalayan salt on your foods, to also get magnesium and potassium supplements, or to drink a sugar-free electrolyte drink. This is going to stop you from feeling those keto flu symptoms, feeling tired, lethargic, and it's going to replenish those essential minerals. Tip number 4 is to frequently exercise. During the initial stages of the ketogenic diet, it's really important to burn those stored carbohydrates. Most people can store between 300 to 500 grams of carbohydrates or glycogen in their bodies, so we're not going to get into ketosis until we burn those stored carbohydrates. The more you can exercise during the initial stages of the diet, the quicker you're going to get into ketosis. And last but not least, tip number 5 is to prepare for when you're eating out. This is where most people fall short on a ketogenic diet, and especially in the first phases. You've got to think about what you're going to have to eat when you go to a restaurant for dinner. What I'll usually have is a piece of steak, and I'll ask for some greens, some butter and olive oil to make sure that I get the fat content in as well as the protein. Alcohol, try and restrict it as much as possible, but if you are going to have a drink, have some gin with some sugar-free tonic. Okay guys, thanks for watching my top 5 tips. Be sure to subscribe for more information and recipes on the ketogenic diet. Keep it keto.